What's up, guys? It's your boy James, aka 68J, coming to you on this Wednesday. And we got one hell of a show for you guys today. I look up, and who do I see? Only the most amazing family on planet Earth, EARF, hanging out with me. Shouts out to the greatest family ever. We got Marquise in the house. What's up, Marquise? Yo, yo, yo. That's my brother right there. We got Halls Balls in the house. Good to see my brother Jerry Duramas is in the house. Good to see you, Jerry, in the house. Appreciate you, my brother. We got Real Canal Life in the house. Shouts out my man Pots and Pans. DCA Crypto Dave. Happy Thanksgiving, family. I know Thanksgiving is actually tomorrow, but happy Thanksgiving. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have an incredible, incredible day with your family. Remember, it's the day of getting fat, huh? All that damn food. That's got to be like, I start wondering, is like Thanksgiving like the worst for people who are trying to lose weight? You know what I'm saying? Because, I never really thought of it like that. Like, is Christmas like I love Christmas. I love Christmas. I love Thanksgiving. But like, if you think about the people that maybe it affect, and I'm being a little funny, but I'm being serious. Like, somebody who's on a budget probably hates Christmas. Somebody who's trying to lose weight probably hates Thanksgiving. All that damn food or all that damn spending on Christmas. I'm just saying. Shouts out. Oh, we got a virtual hug here. We got to celebrate. Shouts out to my man, Anthony, the man, the myth, the winner. He says, happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone. Appreciate you, my brother, in a major way. We got Jeffy Dahmer in the house. We got Shantae. What's up, Shantae? In the house. Ivan Hernandez up in here. Big Keeper 69 up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. If that damn market don't go up. We got my man, Pots and Pans. I got to get back to him because it's a big one. It's a big one. Big Watch Dude in the house. We got, anybody else before we go up to the man, the myth, the legend? Shouts out to the man, the myth, the legend, my brother from another mother, Halls Balls, one of the greatest in the space, guys. One of the biggest supporters. I don't mean it because he gave me a virtual hug, which some people call super chat. We don't rock like that. That's just all love. This brother's been showing his love from day one for me. I tap into other people's stream. I see he's just a big love bug when it comes to the community. He appreciates what we do. He's an epitome of a great supporter. Thank you, my brother. Says, love you, 68J, my dude. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Sparky cider on me. Cheers to a Thanksgiving pump. Man, brother, cheers to a Thanksgiving pump. My man, Pots and Pans, thank you. I will definitely be toast. Matter of fact, let me toast a little coffee to you right now. How about this, huh? A little liquid crack from my man, Hell's Ball. Here goes a special. I've never done this before. Because here's the thing, guys. When you got a problem, for those of you guys who don't know, you might watch this a little bit later. I love my wife. She's my queen. She's my everything. She's my best friend. But she's also, after 17 years, almost 17 years together, she introduced me to coffee 2 years ago. Therefore, I deem her my drug dealer. I can't really bring myself to like snitch on her or not like that because I'm not a snitch. But sometimes I be thinking, damn, I really am like low key a crackhead on coffee. But I've never once ever. You guys see me do some crazy things. My personality gets all crazy when I don't got my coffee versus when I do. But you never see me toast liquid crack to anybody. I'm going to do it for Halls Balls right here. Halls Balls, Crypto for Life family. Chicago coined. XRP Army. Liquid crack on me. Good Lord. Live. Here we go. This is for you.
This one, does it like it is.
Halls Balls.
Switching gears with Ferrari with the tens. On some bullet shit. Start crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying. Money multiplying. Call it rocket science.
Come on.
I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already know, basically letting money go. Swimming in the dough as you see gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow.
Shouts out to you, Halls Balls, my man, Pots and Pans. Hey, guys, I got a crazy story, Halls Balls. You want to hear something crazy? I'm going to share a story with Halls Balls and the rest of the family here. Let me get up here real quick, this damn thing. So last night, I haven't even gotten to the damn mark yet, but last night we had the craziest thing ever. My wife, I don't know about you guys, when you finally go to sleep, she was up watching like one of those foo-foo movies, like I call them foo-foo movies, like one of those, like love story type movies, whatever. It wasn't even that. Like, I can't remember. It's called like The Big C. I think she's into that series, The Big C, where the lady's got like cancer or something. And, but it ain't my cup of tea. And so I was knocked out like around 11 o'clock at night. I was already knocked out. And, next thing you know, like when you hear the TV on, you don't really hear everything around you. Shouts out to Nest Force. You don't hear everything that's going around you. Big Watch Dude in the house. So I swear I heard like clanking, like plack, plack, but I didn't really know what it was. And next, but I'm out. And so next thing you know, my wife said, honey, she's shaking me. And I look up and, you ever see your wife's when her face was like right up in your face, you're like, yo, what the hell's going on? And she's like, somebody's downstairs. And, I thought she meant in our house. So, first thing I'm about to go grab the strap. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, what? So I reached, no, I don't think I reached. I said, I had to, like, what do you say? And she's like, somebody's, outside is what she said. And I was like, outside? Like trying to break into a car. I'm like, oh, hell no. So, that's when I grabbed the strap. And so I keep some of my 50 pieces, 2 pieces, I got 50 pieces of I probably got more than 50. I got probably about 50 guns. And so I keep a couple of them right by me for easy access. And so I go up to the window and I don't see what she sees. Apparently she heard like blam, blam. Somebody was trying to break into a car. Didn't know what car at first. So she said they were outside by the car in front of my son's girlfriend's car, who she's a psychologist. They're here right now until they find a place of their own. And so the car in front of hers, which was like I thought it was a Hellcat, but it's the one. What is it like in those like what's it called, the Chargers? But it's like the high end Chargers, like the one with the Cobra on it, maybe. I think Cobra is like Mustang, right? But whatever, or the one with the B on it, the Charger with the B on it, maybe. It's not quite the Hellcat, but it's the one with the B, like the souped up Charger. And so, brand new one, right? The guy used to drive a Range Rover. I know because I see where he parks in front of our house, and he switched to that car, brand new car. So I couldn't see these guys. By that time, it's pitch dark. It gets dark here at like 5 o'clock. It's already hella dark, dark in Vegas. So it was dark. It's about 11 o'clock, and I don't see no. So she said they took off running. So I was like, all right, well, I don't see him, but I'm gonna go. So I sit back on the bed for a second, just kind of trying to, 'cause like I said, she caught me in a deep sleep. So all right, I'm gonna go down there. So she goes back up to the window. She goes, I think she said, I don't know if she told me they were there again or I noticed it, whatever, but I looked down and you couldn't see them because they were all wearing, like, it was 3 dudes wearing black hoodies. They're probably, they were somewhat tall. Like, they weren't short guys. Probably like 6'6", 6'1", 6'2", maybe. And so all black though. And I couldn't see them. I'm like, what? And then finally one of them turned their heads and I couldn't see their skin, but I could see the movement. I said, oh shit, there they go. So I run out with my, I didn't even have, like, it's cold as hell. I didn't have no sweats on. I just ran out with the Glock I think I had my 9. I think I had my 9. And I ran downstairs. I'm like shorts, shirt, and I'm running down. I don't even know if I put socks on. I might have been bare ass. I don't know, man. I just ran down. And then I was going to go out the front door, but I figured if I go out the front door, I'm probably going to hit him by element of surprise. So what I did is I wanted to go through the garage. Anyways, long story short, they were trying to really get this dude. Went up there with a flashlight, window smashed in. They were hitting this dude's car with a rock, but you missed the window, so they were jacking his car up. And then, the police got involved, and, wound up waking a neighbor up and all that stuff. But it's weird because we live in a brand new development. Like, some of these houses some of these houses are months old. Some of them are a year old. Some are 2 years right when we got here. But, yeah, I mean, I guess it don't matter where you stay. People can try to get into your job, but thank God. So I was like, man, thank God it wasn't my damn house, my car. I felt bad for the dude. Cool dude too, man. I spent some time down there with him and the police, but it's like really cool dude, man. I felt bad for the brother. I was like, man, that's not how. And he had just got that car maybe like a month ago. He had a Range Rover before that, maybe like a month ago. I was like, damn. Anyways, I figured I'd share that with you guys. All right, that's how my night went. How did yours go? Let me stop. All right, let's move on. Trending right now, market cap right now, crypto, $3.09 trillion. That sure is better than 2 point something. We ain't quite to 4 yet, but damn it, that's better than 2. I like that 4.1 better. Bitcoin right now, 89,893. I mean, this thing has been right around that $90,000 mark. Seems like that's a hell of a resistance as it keeps tapping that 90 and coming back down. So I think obviously it's got to get over that 90 and find some support. Ethereum back over $3,000. XRP 222. I think I seen it get as high as maybe like, oh yeah, so you can see right here, got up to, all time no. It got up to what, like 225? Yeah, it got to 225 at 10 o'clock this morning, just a couple hours ago. So I was just kind of correlated still with Bitcoin, as you know. BNB right now, $892, trying to find that $900 again. Solana right now, $143, trying to get back to $150. We got TRX right now at 27 cents. Dogecoin doing the thing at 15 cents. ADA at number 10 at 43. What did Charles Hopkins say? What did it do? What did it do? That's my dude right there. We might be new best friends after that damn video. We got Chainlink right now at 13.39, a little bit up as well. You got some of these coins. You can see somewhere up, like single digits right now. We'll see if we get any double-digit gains. We got ZEC right now above 500 at 521. We got XL right now at 26 cents. Hopefully some of y'all got that $4 not financial advice. We got LTC right now at number 19 on CoinMarketCap, currently at 86.52. H-bar doing this thing at 14 cents. AVAX at 14.65. What's up, family? Nest Force in the house. That's my man Pots and Pans. Who else is up in here? Nest Force, Fishing with Camo Joe. I'm glad I didn't catch those zoos off guard, because you know what happens when you catch somebody off guard. They might got something, and you know I'm not gonna ask first, man. If I see your hand move up in any direction, it'd have been all bad. I might have been doing my show from the county. What's up, guys? It's your boy 6'8" from county. Let me stop. Oh God, I'm not I'm not one of the dudes that. But I mean, I can't stand it. I mean, you out there violating somebody's stuff for what? I mean, if that would have been my card, it'd have been all bad, all bad. Sui, 154, I just know how I am. Shiba right now at 5 zeros and 8, that's 5 zeros and 8. Crow, if you didn't know, at 11 cents, guys. We got Toncoin at 160, Uniswap coming in at 627, Polkadot at 234. I'm gonna elaborate on that because I got something I want to bring into that. The rest of the market kind of doing it does, guys. Also, remember, nothing we talk about on this show should ever be considered or deemed financial advice. For I'm not a financial advisor. My name is James, aka 68J. Been in crypto since 2017, 8 years. Ocho euros. Good Lord. And we started the show about 3 years ago in November 10th, 11th. It's been a hell of a ride. But again, remember, nothing we talk about should ever be considered or deemed financial advice. Okay, not a financial advisor. Let's move on. Algo right now, 14 cents. VChain right now at 1 cent. RLUSD still at number 63, doing this thing, moving on up, just like the Jeffersons. Cake right now, 246. Optimism, we got a whole lot. Why the market moving just a little bit? Poquito. Let me stop. There goes that Spanish again. 32 cents. INJ right now, 5.98. We got XTZ right now at 50 cents. Floki at 4 zeros and a 4. Grato, zeros, and Gorato. Okay, guys, here's a question I have for you. Now, when I think about... Now, obviously, a car break-in is something different. It's not my car. My biggest thing is I want to scare them hell away from here because we have a lot of nice vehicles around our home, right? But here's my question. It has nothing to do with what I experienced last night, right, with the whole break-in and all that stuff with somebody else's car. It had nothing to do with me. But how do you guys feel? There was a story, maybe like a month or two ago. I don't know. Some of you guys probably heard the story, right? Hell euros. You know how it is when you're Spanish is, Spanglish, Fishing with Camo Joe. You know, you know Spanglish, and then you start adding your rows and a, like, when you like, I remember when I used to go and I used to sell cars and like Hispanic people walk up on my lot. I'd be like, you got the cash, the mula, what's it, the dinero? How much it's very nice-o. Huh? It's El Grando. It runs El Goodo. Good Lord. Huh? Stop it. You make me think of old. Oh, Lord. Hi, Big Bro 10 in the house. We got my mother-in-law, Janet Lopez, in the house. Now, so here's the point I'm trying to make, guys. Besides my little incident last night with the thieves, there's a guy about a month or two ago that these, I think it was 3 or 4 teens. You guys might have heard the story. 3 or 4 teens broke into this guy's house. And I believe he shot and either he killed one or he killed all of them. I don't know if you guys heard about that or whatever. But it's like, and then the parents of these kids, that they were, young, I don't care what the race is, even though they were African American, it's irrelevant. You break into somebody's house, this guy shoots these, I think they were like 16, 17, maybe years old, something like that. I don't remember the whole story. But then the parents took the guy whose house it was to court for, defending his property and killing these kids. And they were mad and crying, just going, and I get it, man, but where is the problem in that situation? Is the problem the guy who shot the kids, or the problem is why are those kids breaking into this guy's house, and what type of, how did their parents raise them? Like you're there defending your kids. Why weren't you there? Why were you on their ass not to do things like that? And that's where over the years I've really had a hard time with people making excuses about, oh, why is this, and my dad left it, this and that, because everything you can think of that could ever happen to a young person when they're young happened to me. Everything from dad to knives being pulled out of everything you think. I'm not even getting into the story. It's not that type of show. But at no point did I make excuses, right? If my grades were bad because I didn't want to do the work. But then when I decided to do the work, I was an AB honor roll student. When I didn't want to do the work, when I was fighting all the time, they threw my ass to special ed when I was young and reform schools, which is like a boys' school. you know, where do you have a hard time because you don't want people to get offended with this, but it's like, who's that wrong? I personally don't think the guy who was defending his house was that wrong. I understand some people lost their life. That's horrible. But what's the lesson in all that? Do a better job in raising your damn kids. Facts. And so I come from the same situation. Probably a lot of these, when I looked at the moms and all them in the court, and they're crying and everything, I came from the same, I'm not going to say the same streets, Brooklyn, New York, Florida, slums, projects, everything thrown at me that could probably, I've been in every situation you could damn near think of, boys' school, all kinds of stuff, right? Special welfare, but I didn't blame. And then the one thing I didn't do is I didn't allow that to carry over to my kids. And out of 6 kids, we got a daughter who just graduated, white coat, a doctor. We got another daughter graduated as a chiropractor. We got another son who does trading, and he's an entrepreneur. My oldest son, my middle son, is in school also while being a teacher. My middle daughter is obviously a nurse. Married her high school sweetheart, who's an NFL guy for the Bears. You know, like my youngest son is, you know, with his mom in high school, and you know. But the point I'm trying to make is, we got great kids, and I don't credit because they just woke up great. They were raised and trained, and I had a zero tolerance for BS, and I laid the law, and I was the dad who, I love you, but I ain't your friend. I'm your daddy. I'm your biggest fan. I will do anything for you, but there are grounds. We're going to stand on this. We're going to stand on business. And I knew what I didn't want them to become. And then my wife was that love bug, and everything else. And together we 6 beautiful, amazing kids, right? Doing all phenomenal. I'm not saying they didn't get in trouble, and we were in China, and my kid threw a party that I didn't know about. The stuff that kids do, but I just, when I see stuff like that as a parent, or I see these people who were trying to break in this damn car last night, not my car, thank God, because it'd probably be a different type of, I probably wouldn't even done the show today. I'm one of those people, man, if I have a hairline scratch, it'll ruin my day. So the stuff they did to this poor guy's car. But the point I'm trying to make is like that's, yeah, anyways. Let me read some of the comments on this. Real Canal Life says, I 100% agree. The homeowner was in the right. I do believe that. That's just me, because what if what if they would have went in? Because what you found, here's what we heard. And I want to read this for us. He says, I also think that homeowner isn't right, but depends on the law of your state. No, I agree. So here's my problem, Ness Force. Here's my problem, you guys, right? Anthony Winter says, I'm thinking the shooter needs some. Yeah, no, it's a terrible thing. Bro, I'm with you, Anthony Winter. Here's the point I'm trying to make. It could have went either way. Okay, let me just play this out in a different way. 3 guys go into a guy's house, and this has happened. Hog tied up him and his family, robbed him, raped his wife and daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have went a totally different. The difference is they went in, they were bamming in the door. They got the element of surprise. He must have woke up and heard it, came out, boom, boom, boom. And I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not justifying killing anyone. That's not what I'm saying. God, no. Heck no. You're right. I have a hard time when I don't ran the animal over and felt horrible about it. And I mean, like, horrible about it. Or, maybe you ran over a deer and you sit there and you look and you get like emotional about it, right? No, I'm not trying to act like I'm some distant. I'm just a guy from Brooklyn. Yes, I got 50 guns, but at the end of the day, there are certain things that supersede my emotions. There are certain things that supersede any of that, and that is my family, my wife, and children. I don't give a damn. You can hate me, unsubscribe. You come in my shit, I'm popping a cap in your ass. That's a fact, because I know I'm talking, and I'm thinking about when I was a young dad with my wife and my 6 kids. You think I'm gonna come in there and let you do something that will alter my daughter's lives? Are you Are you crazy? I couldn't even. The amount, could you, like, there's been stories of people getting hogtied and the dudes had to sit there and watch their wife and daughter get assaulted. Watch and couldn't do nothing. Gun to the head. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, do better, be better. That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't make my whole show about that. Do better, be better. And it starts, if you don't think it starts with parenting, you out your damn mind. I got friends right now that are sitting in the pen for life because no parental supervision. And then there's some people who got great parents, like the 2 twins that killed their mom and dad. But again, it's not just because mom and dad's at home. It's how'd you treat them. I've seen some dudes. I remember going to people's houses, especially when I was an athlete, And my mom didn't play that. My mom raised me a certain way. That's why to this day, I was talking to my wife about this other day. I still say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. I don't give a damn what the person's age is. I walk into the thing and they be like, are you done? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, I am. You need anything? No, sir, I don't. That's just the way I was raised. I was raised to love thy neighbor, to love, love people. That's what my whole business has been predicated off of: serving, loving, and connecting with people. That's just the way I was raised. But I remember having friends that would, I would go to their house and their mom says, "Fuck you, mom, kiss my ass." I'm like, what? And I'm like, what did I just hear you say? I'm talking about in high school. So it's all how you. And I remember when we were bringing our kids up, and my daughters had, they would run around. They were beautiful girls. They had their friends were, very beautiful young ladies or really nice guys, and their parents would contact me and call me to their house and say, James, I just want to know, like, because our kids have been winning from day one. I bust my ass so they don't have to, and I provide everything to give them opportunity. But man, I laid the law. And her dad says she can have a boyfriend at 13, and their dad's letting them go to parties at 14, 15. I don't give a damn what they dad do. That ain't my damn house. I didn't play that. I didn't play that. I'm telling you, I'm not getting to the whole way I raised my kids, but it was love. It was structure, like a son of a gun. It was motivation. It was being their biggest fan. It was pushing their mind to believe that they could be anything they want to be. All those things. And I would have parents call me to the house and say, like, man, what are you doing? How can you help me? My son's smoking weed. There's nothing I can do. My daughter's cursing me. What? And I'm just like, man, it starts at the root. You know what I'm saying? You got to start that early. You can't let them be all these things and then go back. So anyways, I'm going to move on. I'll move on. This ain't a parental show. I'm just, when it all kind of got kicked when I was thinking about that situation last night. And then, those kids just violating this poor guy across the street, his roommate. Anyways, what to your neighbor? Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Moral level is just so. What's worst? Yeah. I get all that. I get all. Yeah. They didn't rob me, so this is not my story, right? But, and I understand what you're saying, Nessworth. But if you come in my house, the only thing I can think of is what your intentions are. Because if I'm in there with my family, it's not like you're going to come in and we're going to sit that back. Okay, we're going to watch a movie. Y'all go ahead and take what y'all want. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. I get all that morality and all that stuff, but sorry. I'll live with it. What's that old saying? I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. That's a fact. I'd rather be judged by 12 and explain my side of the story than carried by 6 or watch something that has devastated my children or my wife where they'll never be the same. No, thank you. Sorry. Not that type of dude. All right. Yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna leave it alone because I know people got, just like when you start talking about politics. Well, I love Trump. I love Biden. Every time he would go to sleep at the podium, I would take him out with him. I'm gonna leave it alone. Let's move on. All right. Just my 2 cents on that one. But anyways, okay, here we go. Let's get into it. We're so close. Stay focused, and that's one thing about a family. You can agree to disagree, but I love y'all. I love y'all. Huh? Ooh, that coffee. Huh? Y'all pray for me. Let's move on. We're so close. Stay focused, guys. Okay, XRP position for institutional growth as G Treasury and Ripple reveal Treasury guide. All you got to do is click on the picture. Let's look in. Let's read up on this. Okay. Oh, I hate this. Allow block. Report shows corporate treasuries can cut cross-border payment costs by up to 90%. What? Oh my God, 90%, that's huge. Ripple and G Treasury highlight real-world settlement systems already used by over 300 institutions. XRP is positioned as a ready-made settlement asset for institutions seeking faster liquidity cycles. G Treasury released a new report developed with Ripple, presenting a practical framework for corporate treasurers exploring digital asset infrastructure. The document addresses a common concern in finance. Treasury teams are overwhelmed by crypto terminology, but still lack clear guidance on when this technology becomes operationally relevant. You can see right here, G Treasury put this out. It says, some make waves, we make progress. Ooh, that's a bar. Some make waves, we make progress. Huh? We save money. CFOs and treasuries are drowning in digital asset hype. So we created a guide that shows how proven digital asset infrastructure reduces trapped liquidity, enables 24/7 settlement, and cuts cross-border payment costs by 60 to 90%. 8%. My God. If you guys want more information on this, you guys can check it out here. So yeah, really, really good read, guys. Make sure you guys go check this out. Really good stuff. And it's all about knowing what you hold. That's a fact. Yeah, hey, we already know XRP is going to blow. You damn straight. All right, let's move on. Nothing ever comes easy. Nothing. I can't think of one thing's ever come easy, but damn it, it is worth it. Shouts out to my beautiful queen. Jeanette's in the house. Excuse me, I was telling about our story last night, honey. My wife, when she woke me up, anybody ever see that movie Misery? Huh? Misery with Kathy Bates, the lady? And she got up and that dude woke up and she saw it. That's how it was with my wife last night. I woke up and she said, honey. I was like, oh, what? Shouts out to Matt Grimes in the house. We got Booker T1 in the house. Got to use the pew-pew. I like it. The poo-poo. That's funny. Who else up in here? Anybody else I missed? Shouts out to Halls Balls for the amazing virtual hug right here. Halls Balls with the damn virtual hug. Where's it at? Right here. Look at that. My man, Halls Balls with the virtual hug. I appreciate you, my man. That means the world to us. Thank you. We got, who else we got up in here? Fishing with Camo Joe in the house. We got Beekeeper 69, Anthony the Man, the Myth, the Wanner, Big Bro 10 in the house. My mother-in-law Janet Lopez up in here. What's up, Mom? Mom in the house. I think Mom might be coming down for Thanksgiving as well. Jeffy Dahmer's up in here. Good to see you, Jeff. Jeffrey. Anybody else? Make sure I didn't miss anybody. That's all. Booker T1 in the house. That's my brother. All right, who else we got up in here? Marvin Davis. That's the dude right there. He said on the pit smoking a turkey Cornish hen. Marvin Davis looks like one of those dudes that can grill. You know, like one of those dudes that just like, man, they touch the meat and you're like, what? I got friends like I can't barbecue. I bet Marvin Davis and Jay Henry can queue. I don't know what it is about those brothers. Tell me some people queue, and some people queue with passion, huh? Some people queue and some people queue with passion. Facts. All right, let's keep it going. Slowly, then all at once. Zach Rector said 300 million XRP just the start. Oh my gosh. Listen to my man Zach. Let's check it out.
Slowly, then all of a sudden, people are going to realize that we are observing.
Did you take my phrase, Zach? Slowly, then all at once, huh? It kind of sound like it. Let me stop. My man Zach Rector. Let's break it down again.
Slowly, then all of a sudden, people are going to realize that we are observing a slow motion supply shock for XRP. We will now cross over 300 million XRP just in the 33 Act ETFs that are now live for XRP. That's 4 from Canary, Bitwise, Grayscale, and Franklin Templeton. What? They're going to cross over 300 million XRP after today's trading. At the start of trading today, they were at 296 million. Now, I will note that this does not include Rex Osprey. This doesn't include the digital asset treasury companies, and it doesn't include Joe Blows like me that are also hoarding our XRP. We're never going to sell it. It is not, quote unquote, circulating because it's never going to leave our wallets. And so the supply shock for XRP will happen. It's not a matter of if, just a matter of when. I hope that you guys are prepared, and we got a full breakdown that's dropping on my YouTube today.
Now, to me, guys, this is big. The other video that has been going viral, and I say viral because everybody has been sharing this video. And I know I showed it to you guys yesterday, but I want to kind of piggyback off of what Zach said. And I really want to set the tone for what's coming, guys. What he just said, he said supply shock is coming. This video right here with Jake has gone by. Even my repost, 15,000 views. I want you guys to hear this again, man. This is money. What Jake is saying is straight up money. Listen into this.
I think all of you are going to be very surprised in the very near future about what XRP does now that we have the ETFs eating through the OTC desk and the dark pool volume.
That part right there. He says, I think people are going to be very surprised very soon. Now, I don't mean to start this over, but I want you guys to pay attention because there's parts of this that's very important. Very surprised very soon because the ETFs are eating away at the OTC. Guys, they're absorbing, they're literally gobbling up all the XRP right now over the counter, right? OTC over the counter. And we haven't even seen the big players come in yet, guys. What happens when the BlackRocks and all these big time people start coming in? I can't remember the actual list. I think Jake says it in here. I'm gonna play this out. But dude, this is like, there's just, it's funny because it seems like we forget where we came from, and then we get so fixated on where we're at that we let the little things get to us, right? Bitcoin is, $90,000, let's say $89,000, $90,000, right? It's right around that price, right? $89,000, $90,000. And there's people who actually have the nerve to be frustrated, right? Maybe because they bought 90, they start dollar cost, whatever the case may be. But when you really understand what this asset, where it came from, and I remember I was around at 35, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. I remember getting up to like 10. I'm like, shit, I ain't buying that junk at no 10,000. I'll wait for it to go down. And it slipped a little bit, bought a little more, but I was where I was at. But when I look at it now at 80-something thousand, I'm thinking, damn, I was tripping. I didn't want to buy nowhere at 9 or 10. Right? It's crazy how, like, just over a year ago, like a year and some weeks ago, we were at a 50 cents XRP, 50 freaking cents. We are now damn near, I mean, look at this, guys. We're like almost $2 and, almost a little less than like $1.75 over that. Let's say, give or take, whatever. We're literally a 3x from taking over Ethereum. You couldn't even ask. I don't think anybody could sit. I mean, I guess you could say, if the price was higher, hey, the price could be higher, but you couldn't ask for a better situation to be in if anybody XRP, because a lot of these assets had their moments. Some of these assets like Bitcoin had its moments before Trump came into office. Ethereum before, so there's no real, oh my God, this is coming out for Ethereum, Bitcoin. No. So Solana's gonna be no. The one coin that has everything in place, and still, you're talking about, even when you talk about ETFs, you're talking about us. I don't even want to use it like. I don't want to devalue and say a little bit, but a fraction of what's coming with ETFs. So we're not even past, all the ETFs are out. We're not even past that yet. And even with the ETFs and all these other things that are coming up, what the ISO 20022, the BIS, the banking charter for Ripple, all the things, and you got to count what happens to Ripple for what happens to XRP, because what did Brad say? Like, I listen to everything, just like when Jake says, man, y'all gonna be shocked, wow. When people use those words, when Brad goes out and there's two statements that I know Brad's not a liar, right? I know Brad, just like I know Elon Musk is not a shiller. There's a reason this dude, one of the most powerful people on the planet, gets on Saturday Night Live and starts talking about Doge with his mom. What? I told people, you think that dude's playing? You know how much he has to lose credibility? No, he's got some plans for that. Next thing you know, Department of Government Efficiency, all these, whatever. And other things he could be using with SpaceX, whatever. But there's nothing inside of me that listened to Brad. And I'm not just talking about what I see. There's a lot of things I saw. Beef Bourgeois dinner, at the crypto summit next to Trump on the, all these different things, that ties Ripple and XRP into the United States and globally, and all these, companies and all these acquisitions, which again, but when Brad said 14% of Swift in 5 years, and he goes, let me see. 14, you could tell he gave a conservative number, and then you could hear people, when Paul Barron had the guy from, I can't think of his name, not Paul Gusardi, but what's the other guy's name? Not Canary Capital. There's another guy. He says Brad is being very conservative with that 14% in 5 years. He's not going to throw out the most. He's not going to go out there and tell you, like when they were saying Ripple cannot be cheap, for it to function the way it needs to function, 10,000. They're not going to say 100,000, which is what they probably meant. And we saw Joe Katz, say it can't be cheap. It can't be. To function the way, it can't be cheap. And there's been many examples of around 10,000, but it can't. And that's the thing that cracks me up when I hear these people talk, these ignorant, ridiculously stupid. And I said it. You shouldn't talk about it. I'm going to say what the hell I got to say. It's my show. People telling you that XRP can't even hit 20 or 30 or 40 or 100. These are the same people these are the same type of mindsets that were telling people Bitcoin's going to zero. Bitcoin will never make it. And you see some of these people on the highest levels, the Finks, the Jamie Dimons, man, Jamie, if anybody in our establishment gets into this stuff, they're fired. And now you're not saying that now? Oh, we know what the motivation was. Well, how could he not see? Oh, he saw it. But he also saw something that we didn't see till Ripple filed for, which was them trying to become their own banking charter. Look, guys, these guys are hating at the highest levels, but they still understand they got to embrace it, because if not, they get left behind. But when you hear Brad say things like 14% conservatively in 5 years, when you hear him go back and you hear him say XRP is at the center Not on the side, not left, not we're focused on it, at the center. Like words mean everything. Do y'all understand? Words mean everything. Everything. Actions mean everything. Everything. So when you see Trump post XRP, ADA, and Solana, they can do anything they want to do to try to take the narrative. That's what Gary Gensler was the master of distraction. He was the master of bullshit, lies, conniving. He had judges calling him a liar, huckster, fraudster, all the things he was talking about, the industry, bad actors. That was him, lying in court. The master of deception. Operation Choke Point 2.0, Operation, the war against crypto. Go watch Rick from the Start. If y'all haven't watched it, do yourself a damn favor. Go watch Rick from the Start by Fortune Productions. Greatest documentary ever. But words mean everything. Actions mean everything. He didn't post that accidentally, just like he didn't forget when he came back 15 minutes later and said Bitcoin and Ethereum, because he realized at that point they're not going to do what we needed to. But wait a minute. You got to say Bitcoin and Ethereum. And he's thinking, yeah, but this is not what's going to help us with the deficit and put us in a position, monetarily. But Trump, you got to do it. Just like when he was at that summit, and he goes, Bitcoin is going to be pretty good, right? That's what you think, right? That's what you said, Scott, right? I mean, hey, that's what he said. I don't really know, and man, Michael Saylor was mad as hell. Could you imagine how pissed these guys were when they saw him put on Truth Social XRP, Solana, ADA first, and then 15, 20 minutes later come back? Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Bitcoin and Ethereum. Pissed. That set them, and man, that's when all the rage started. That's when all the hate, the Jack Muller, everybody, people were coming out like crazy, and we just sat back like, oh shoot, we were right the whole time. Actions and words mean everything. 14% in 5 years. XRP at the center of everything we do. It's words mean everything. Just like what Jake is saying right here. Words mean everything. Listen.
I think all of you are going to be very surprised in the very near future about what XRP does now that we have the ETFs eating through the OTC desk and the dark pool.
This guy's in all the rooms. He's connected to everybody. He's having all those phone calls. He's not offering what he's offering because he's in a hype cycle. He's offering what he's offering because he knows what's coming. He said in the video he did with I want to say Good Evening Crypto. I think it was it was Paul Barron. It might have been Paul Barron. He said, I'm betting my whole company on it. What? These guys are managing damn near $1 billion in XRP. The whole company on it? Stop it.
Volume. There's not a whole lot left over there. My guess was there was somewhere between $1 billion and maybe up to $2 billion available on the OTC and dark pools.
Okay.
They've already eaten through about 800 million.
Let that sit in. $1 billion to maybe $2 billion on the OTC desk, maybe $2 billion. But if it was $1 billion, 800 million, man, hey, come on now, talk to me.
XRP here in just the first week from that. So that's either half or almost all.
But what about the big boys? They're not even there yet.
Of what was available on the OTC desk and the dark pools. Mm-hmm. As soon as that is gone, and we're getting more ETFs, more spot ETFs for XRP are launching, and we still don't have the big dogs at the table yet.
We still don't have the big dogs at the table yet. We still don't have the big dogs at the table yet. We still don't have, and everybody and anybody knows the way these ETFs work. There's hype leading into it, which Bitcoin did a phenomenal job. Again, I said this yesterday. I don't want to get too far off. The difference between Bitcoin ETFs and XRP ETFs is that Bitcoin is Bitcoin, and XRP has Bitcoin dictating the market. So every freaking time something big happens for XRP, Bitcoin somehow, like by the way that the world works, somehow always tanks around that time. And there's no reason for it to be doing any of this right now. The day after the government opens back up, the day after Canary Capital sets record high for 2025 ETFs, you can't make this up. But who does Bitcoin have to follow? Who does Bitcoin answer to in this space? Nobody. Yet, things often rhyme until they don't. So, what happened with Bitcoin's ETF or ETFs or Ethereum's? It came out, kind of capitulated, moved sideways for a while, and then all of a sudden, some months later, boom! Boom! Literally. From tens of thousands to over $126,000. The big boys aren't even here yet. We're not even in the capitulation phase yet.
More spot ETFs for XRP are launching, and we still don't have the big dogs at the table yet. We still don't have BlackRock, and we still don't have Vanguard. We still don't have Fidelity. I think they're all coming to the table.
Know what the hell you hold. Stop listening to Jubug. What Pookie said on X. Well, there's a guy named Christopher and he said, and well, what they're saying is, because this guy, it cracks me up when I see some of these publications, and these publications. Here's another thing. Watch what the hell you know. I'm trying to say this kindly. I see things that come out, and I open it up, and it says, what does it say? What's the word it uses? Expert investor, expert analyst, and then I look at who it is, and then they have a little clip of their thing, and it'll say Pookie from X. I'm like, that's that man. What the hell? So, guys, look, man. At the end of the day, do your own damn research. Success leaves clues. Stop listening to the asses, right, and start paying attention to the successful masses now, because there used to be a few, but now the big boys are leading the way. The big boys knows what's happening, and they're not. And sometimes the big boys aren't always saying it. Sometimes it's what they don't say, right? Like Larry Finger. What about an XRP ETF? Oh, well, I can't. I can't answer that. Oh, yes, you can. Well, I can't. Well, we want you to. No, you don't want. Anyway, you guys get it.
In the very near future with their spot ETFs for XRP. So that would put, if those three came online, we would have more spot ETFs than Bitcoin. And people are like, well, they're only going to buy off the OTC and dark pools.
And again, that will push it. If we're at 800 million now, that will push it, as far as XRP already being allocated through OTC, that pushes it over 1 point something. He said between 1 point something to 2 billion. I mean, guys, when that supply shock happens, a lot of people used to think flipping a switch, well, XRP is going to do a deal with Walmart, or they're going to do a deal. No, it's not that kind of coin. When you think of flipping a switch, it's institution adoption. Banks, financial institutions, these ETF, dude, when this supply shock happens, I believe that is the flip of the switch. That is the flip of the switch, because you can go from 0 to 100 real quick. How do we know? Just look at what it did in 17 off of speculation.
So we're never going to see price appreciation. Strap in. Because it's not going to last that much longer. We already saw some price movement today. You're going to see some crazy price movement when there's no more available supply through the OTC desk and the dark pools, and they have to go to the exchanges. We already saw a glimmer of this over there on Kraken last week.
Here we go, some bars. We already saw this with Kraken last week. Listen to what he says. Supply shock. And then all of a sudden, what happens? See, it's one thing that you guys are frustrated because you can't see what they're doing. Right? We can see it, obviously, with the number that they're tracking now. You can see the ETFs or whatever. You can track it through that app, whatever the hell that app is. What is that app? You could track the ETFs through, what was that app I downloaded the other? I downloaded the site. It was XP Markets ETFs, right? XP Market ETFs. Let me see if I can pull that up. XP Market ETF. Where is it at? XP Market ETF. Where the hell is it? Oh, did I type it wrong? And where's that? Let's see what the site is. Hold on. What is the damn site? Because what I did is I downloaded it. Let me see if I can find the. Okay, so okay, well, it's called, let's see. Did I do the same damn thing again? Anybody have the website for this damn thing? Where is it at? I thought I had it on here. Okay. That's what it called. For some reason I was able to find it on my phone. Okay, whatever. If someone has a link to that XP Markets ETF, put it in the link so people can find it, because my ass don't seem to be right here. All right, let's go back to this again. But you can actually track the ETFs. All right, let's get back to what Jacob's saying. But this part, I want to go back to this again.
You're going to see some crazy price movement when there's no more available supply through.
Okay, that puts me back where I was saying. So when they gobble up, and especially when these big boys, I mean, we got big boys when these juggernauts come in, right? The Vanguards, the Black Rocks, when they come in, and all of a sudden, what happens? What do you think happens when they deplete the supply of OTC and then they start coming after exchange supply? Guys, it can happen that fast. I don't want to be the kind of guy trying to panic, FOMOing in, and oh, dude, it's like one of those things where you sit back and you see people starting to trip out, and you start seeing people going, oh my God, they were right the whole time, and then they look up and it's number 2, and they're panicking at number 2 as it's on its way to number 1. I know it sounds crazy. Most people won't be ready.
The OTC desk and the dark pools, and they have to go to the exchanges. We already saw a glimmer of this over there on Kraken last week, where we saw XRP at a high of $91, which registered. There's been lots of high prices in the past on BitTrue and Bitstamp and some of these other ones where people video it. But like you go back to look for it and it's not registered. This $91 registered.
Registered. Guys, I'm telling you, we've seen so many little flashes where people have taken pictures. Oh my God, did you see that? $400 something. Like they're testing, guys. They're testing. When this thing pops, oh my God. Everybody's like, well, oh my God, oh hallelujah, it's 223. And I was telling my wife this other day, it's funny because you can see XRP swing 20 cents now, right? It went 180, and then you look up the next day, it's like $2 or like a 210. And I said this about Ethereum and Bitcoin back in the early days. I said, people are tripping on $3,000, $3,500, but I said there's going to be a time where we see 53,000, and it'll swing to 40, and it'll swing to 60 something. And now you see, from 126, it went down 40 something thousand in a matter of like less than a month. You're going to see these type of swings, guys. And I'm telling you, there's going to be a day you look up and we're so focused on $2.23 XRP, you're going to look up and you're going to see 123. You're right. And you'll see this damn thing swing by $10, $20, $50 in the future. When it gets up to, when we see the day, some of these modest price predictions of 2030, I know we see some astronomical prices for some people, some very conservative from others, but let's say we see 1,000. You don't think XRP is going to swing 1,000, 1,100 and something, 1,300 and something, 998, 1,500 and something? That's just, it's happened with every asset that's gotten over a certain price. You see it to this day. Look at BNB. BNB was just $1,300. Look how quick it swung, right? It didn't even seem like a big deal. Oh, 13 to 8 something is going to go back up. What? I remember BNB at a few dollars. What? Oh, gosh. Jake, help me out here.
On Kraken.com. So look out. I think a lot of people are going to be very surprised that a lot of what I've been talking about for the past 18 months is going to come to pass here.
I agree with you on that. Let's get back to old Zach here. Oh, gosh. It's just a start. Zach said it's just a start, Jay. It's just a start. I'm sorry, guys. Somebody sent me a message. I think somebody from the group sent me a message. Let's see. Who's that? Sent me a photo. What is this? Yeah, okay. Oh, thank you. Who sent me this? My man, Brian. Thank you, Brian. Brian is in here, right? Brian's under a different name. What did Brian? Let me see what Brian just sent me. Let me see if I can send this what Brian just sent me. Hold on. Shouts out to Brian for this. Hold on. Brian just sent this to me. See if I can pull it up on my X. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Yeah, Brian just sent this to me. Let me post this real quick. Brian, did you post that on your thing, Brian? Let me see. Brian's real good about it. Let me see if he put it on his page. I'll just share it. Did you put this on your page, Brian? No, you didn't. Okay, I'll post it. So funny. I reposted it. It's real right here, brother. Yeah, shouts out, Brian. Yeah, Real Canal Life. He posted something about, what was it you put? He posted the Jake Claver video. No, he posted something. And then I reposted and that damn thing went crazy. Huh, Brian? That damn thing went crazy. Okay, here we go. So this is, okay, so what was Jake saying here again? I want to hold on something, guys. Hold on right here. Let's see.
We saw a glimmer of this over there on Kraken last week, where we saw XRP at a high of $91, which registered. There's been lots of high prices in the past on BitTrue and Bitstamp and some of these other ones where people video it. But like you go back to look for it and it's not registered. This $91 registered on Kraken.com.
Kraken, okay.
So look out. I think a lot of people are going to be very surprised that a lot of what I've been talking about for the past 18 months is going to come to pass here.
Okay, shouts out to Brian for this. So Brian, I actually just shared it. So I'm gonna share this. You put in the work to send it to me. I'm putting in the work to show it. So right here, XRP registered at $91. So if you click this, you can see right here at the top, it registered at a high of $91. That's crazy. $91 right there. That's pretty cool on Kraken. That's pretty cool. So thanks for sending that to me, Brian. Appreciate you, my brother. Brian, aka Real Canal Life. That's my dude. Shouts out to Brian. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's get back on track. X Lloyd in the house. What's up, X Lloyd? You're damn straight. We still alive. We got TR Gurley. That's my man, Pots and Pans. We got some big old plans. Me and TR and my man John Singh. We got Lindy in the house. Please tell me how. Oh, we got people shilling their coins. Okay, Lindy, Carrie. Welcome to the chat. But I know I get it. We got Kenneth is in the house. What's up, Kenneth? Up in here. Good to see you, Kenneth, my man. Travis is in the house. What's up, Travis? Trab Dog in the house. What's up, T? My beautiful queen Jeanette in the house. We got Lindy is in the house. Matt Grimes, good to see you. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Boy, I know. Marvin Dave's over there smoking that turkey. Yeah, we got some plans for Thanksgiving. I think some families coming down. All right, let's keep it going. All right, where we at? Okay, let's see. Where did I leave off at? Okay, after Zach right here. You can't detour a focused mind. Facts. XRP is set up for a massive explosion. This is Chart Nerd showing that XRP, if bullish structure remains, then the sky's the limit. Hold the line, guys. I do believe this is the case, guys. When this thing pops, and it's not like back in the day when people say, "Oh my God, it's gonna moon, it's gonna flip the switch," and all. Dude, when you look at what's happening right now, all this XRP being gobbled up, guys, and stored, gobbled up and stored. Not gobbled up and traded, not gobbled up and used, gobbled up and stored. And we still got to see all those institutions get them some XRP. Oh my gosh, if they haven't already. All that OTC, it might be less than what we think. I'm telling you, I think Jake is on something. We don't quite know what it is, but man, I'm going to tell you right now. And that's when I think these protocols like I know there's lending protocols now, and I don't trust everybody. I'm not going to be the first to do anything. But man, that's when you'll be able to maybe go walk into an institution or call up one of these, I know Caleb Brown said they're working on some things. I think Jenks got some things as well. But you'll be able to connect with some of these platforms, these companies, and lend out your XRP or lend out your digital assets. I know there's some things on there now and earn yield. I'm telling you, that to me is going to be the big deal. Yield is a big deal. Can you guys? Oh my God, the power of that Rockefeller money, the power of that Hilton money. I don't give a damn what level you're at. The difference between where you're at now and that Rockefeller money is just time. I'm gonna tell you right now. I bet you right now. I'm just gonna guess. I'm a shoot in the dark here. I'm gonna just take a shot in the dark here. Anybody that's in XRP right now, I would probably say $1,000 changes your life per XRP. Am I right or am I right? Somebody tell me. I don't give a damn what your XRP is, because you could have literally 1,000 XRP. That some bitch hits $1,000, game over. Right? Am I right or right? That's dude. $1 million is not a lot of money. You got it now? Do you got it now? Don't let somebody lie to you and say it's not like I'm gonna sit around for it. But just think about if you're in a position that all of a sudden this damn thing hits hundreds, if not, or just like it's not me saying, well, 6-8. Are you trying to say I ain't saying a damn? What I'm saying is, right? Don't listen to me. Listen to Brad. 15%, 14% in 5 years. XRP is at the center of everything they do. Listen to Dom and Phil over. They're educated brothers from Princeton or wherever they're from. Easy A shots. Those are my boys, by the way. Both follow me. Nothing but love for both of them. Brilliant minds, right? Done toured the world, going to the New York Stock Exchange, talking about crypto, everything else. Conservatively, $1,000. $1,000 XRP changes lives. And if you got whatever XRP and you're able to earn a yield on that, that's life changing. I don't give a damn what it is. $1 million, 5%. Right? There's some people work their ass off for $50,000 a year. To get an extra $50,000 yield? That's a big deal. Is that what it works out to? 50,000, 5% million. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Let's keep it going, guys. I'm getting too damn bullish. Sometimes I make myself want to FOMO. Stop it. Crypto, now what? That's what we're talking about. It's simple. Believe in yourself. That's it. That's where it starts. It all starts there. I remember when I was sitting there and I was like, man, why am I this? Why am I poor? Why am I welfare? Why is this? Why is that? Why? Man, believe in yourself. Believe. Hey, if you believe it, you can achieve it. I'm not saying you can achieve everything because you might think, I'm going to just work hard one day and I'm going to dunk. Well, first of all, fool, you're like 4 foot tall and you're like 50 years old. That's not going to happen. I'm not saying everything. You know what I'm talking about. Let me stop. It's a damn coffee. Let's move on. Crypto vibe, bullish or bull crap? I think it's bullish. Detach from how, fall in love with doing. How sounds good, but doing is way better. That's a fact. A lot of y'all are doers. Everybody here is a damn doer. Damn straight. Art Caffeine's in the house. We got Paul Smith up in here. Good to see you. X Lloyd. That's my dog right there. I appreciate you in a major way. Real Canal Life. That's my dog right there. Brian B Dog in the house. All right, let's keep it going. 2025 report. This is from a man, Smoke. Smoke ain't no joke because he follows it with documentation. Documentation beats conversation every day of the week. Let's move on. 2025 report reveals institutional investors are quietly accumulating ISO 20022 tokens. These tokens, quote, XRP, ADA, Algo, etc., are noted to be less resource heavy in terms of energy use and carbon footprint, and they can be integrated into the central bank payment system, thus supporting efficient cross-border payments and supporting financial innovation and transformation of the traditional financial landscape, end quote. Quote again, moreover, with some cryptocurrencies having close links with ISO 20022, they are likely to influence the global financial system and receive greater regulatory support in the future, end quote. And this is based off the documentation right here. Boom! Documentation beats conversation. I love it, Bob. That's one thing I love about my man Smoke. Always providing the documentation. Clarity doesn't come from chaos. A quiet mind sees the road ahead. Peace creates direction. That's a fact. Just in, this came from Coin Barrow. It says Tether is now the largest independent gold holder globally, surpassed only by central banks. But we know what's going on. I said the monster may be too big to fail. If y'all been around crypto for a while, y'all know what I mean. It's not a hater. It's facts. Facts on facts on facts. Why did CZ go to jail again? Got a pardon, but what was the initial? Take that times 10, maybe 100 with Tether. Let me stop. Yo, December, be good, huh? Yo, December, be good to us. That's a fact. Grayscale and Franklin Templeton XRP ETFs each clock over 60 million in one-day inflows. That was as of, let's see when this come out. This came out on, except reject. I don't want anything popping up on my damn computer. Okay, looks like today's news. Today's the 26th. No, was that yesterday? Okay, it's today. Okay, let's get to it. It says Grayscale and Franklin Templeton's new U.S. spot ETFs attract 67.4 million and 62.6 million in respective inflows. Oh my God. In respective inflows on their Monday debut. So this is 2 days ago. So they've been shining way bigger than that since then. The combined spot ETF. So this is actually old news now because it's done a lot more. But if you guys are interested in reading this, make sure you guys go do it. We're already over an hour. We're going to move along. Just in $89,000 Bitcoin. It's coming. We're back over 90,000. See how quick things can move? And you're talking about an asset that was 4 cents. This is the exact what I'm talking about. An asset that was 4 cents. We started the show, it was like 89 and some change. No, 88 and some change. 88, like 88.8. Now it's at 90. You see, if this thing can move 2,000 in a matter of moments since we've been on the show, wait till XRP has its moment. My goodness. Know what you hold. Let's move on. Yo, BTC, is this real or just some more BS? Talking about the move. Most don't get it. XRP is just getting started, baby. It's just getting started. What do you think Jake was talking about that whole time, huh? Get ready, because here it comes. Shouts out to Anthony Wanner. So they hear James speak, and even the bots get bullish. Shouts out to my man, Paws and Pans, Anthony the Man, the Myth, the Wanner. 1,000 F, yeah. He said F, yeah. $50 changes every. Come on, bro. Look at him. Look at Paul. $50 change everything. You know Paul been dollar cost averaging. Come on, Paul. Talk to him, Paul. $1,000? What did Art Caffeine say? He said, I said it before. $25 will change my entire future. Lineage. Damn, Art Caffeine. 1,000. I'm buying a city in Vegas. Uh-oh. Art Caffeine got a bag. He said $25 make him want to holler. Good Lord, that's huge. Who else up in here? Anybody else make a comment on that? Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's a fact. No, you're right, Jeffrey. I talked about this already. He said 90% of retail will sell out by $100. Facts. Facts on facts. And that's why I think that, I think the thing that's going to offset that, Jeffrey Dahmer, since you brought it up, is going to be yield. I think if people can earn yield, and I still think there'll be a certain amount of people take profit, as we all will. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't have a profit taking strategy at $100. Hell yeah, right? But it's not all my XRP by no means. But at the end of the day, yield is going to be the real thrill. Yield is going to be amazing because you'll be able to earn money, right, off of that asset. Obviously there's people out there who have services that can go over this with you, like Jake and those guys, and also people who are going to be coming up with stuff like that, like Caitlin Brown. I'm really excited about what they're going to be doing. But wherever you go, be careful who you listen to. That's for damn sure. But those are two people I have a lot of respect for. But I do believe that yield is going to be the big thrill in the space where people are able to earn money. And then if you're earning money, you're not worried about what your assets are doing. Not essentially, because I think right now, $2 is everything, right? Because like we just came from 50, we were just at 3. But man, when you start getting into like the 50, and even if it bounces by 50% less than that at 25, you're like, whatever, because like he said, like who was it, Jeffrey? Who said that? Somebody here said that. It was, and I do agree with this brother. Where is he at? Art Caffeine says $25 changes everything. So it gets to 50, it retraces. Remember, $25 changes everything. Not saying everybody's in Art Caffeine's spot. What I'm saying is, I think at that point, you earn yield on that life-changing opportunity. And, even if $25 puts you in the hundreds of thousands, or even your first million, whatever it is, it's going to be a game changer in the sense that you can earn yield, and then you're not even really tripping on the actual, what it actually does, right? But obviously, and again, this is not financial. I'm not a financial advisor. No competente. I know that means something different. But the point I'm trying to make is that's why I have profit-taking strategy, so that you can take some money off the table, so that if it has those retraces, you can enter back in the market again, right? And we talk about that with the $70, $20, $10 cost average in, and the $25, $25, $50 cost average out. This is something I use and utilize myself, something I made up. But the point I'm trying to make is that, you'll see this asset get to, $250, like XRP, and then it might retrace to $150. You're like, oh my God! But think about the yield you're going to be earning at $150. So I just think there's a time where yield becomes more important than taking profit, because people don't want to have to, obviously you can, talk to, your accounting, whatever your CP, whatever you're going to be doing. There's people talking about trust and things like that. But, I don't want to get taxed to death on certain things. So at the end of the day, I think the smart move for me personally is going to be earning yield and letting my assets grow. So yeah. Even more money I've ever seen. Yeah, come on, Anthony. Come on, Anthony. Actually, XRP's price right now, and some of the assets I hold now, is already more money than I've ever seen. $25, good Lord, huh? I might be, I don't know, I might end up like Rain Man. Everybody's like, what you say? Huh? What you say? I don't know. All right, let's move on. XRP missed it by this much, is what Taro said. But in that place could send it to the moon. But see, what's in place could send it to me. I got to proofread what I do. Let's go back to what Tara said here. She says XRP also missed its critical fib touch at $2.30 by 1 penny. It could attempt to reach that level now on this wave while BTC goes to its 0.382 resistance. A super critical moment on XRP. $2.30, she's saying, is a very critical price level where it needs to find some support, is the macro. 0.382 level on XRP that needs to be reclaimed in order to help confirm the bottom. As long as XRP is below this level, another touch on the critical 1.88 is still possible and undetermined. It can bounce between these major fibs as long as it needs to build support. BTC doesn't look like it's found a top yet. RSI is strong. Let's consider short-term top on XRP at or near $2.30 when BTC reaches $90,700, and pay close attention to the RSI facts. You can tell, if you've been in charting, like I was trained in charting. This is kind of when I first got into crypto. I started taking trading courses. And so when you understand fib, market analysis, technical analysis, all this stuff, you can see that this young lady knows what she's talking about. Okay. You guys made the right choice with XRP. Franklin Templeton, Digital Assets, says, XRP Army, did we make the right ticker choice? It don't matter what the ticker is, damn it. You made the right choice. You are an XRP. That's all we got to say about that. XRP is coming. XRP incoming shine will blind the haters. You're damn straight. Once it takes the number 2 spot, massive FOMO. I've been saying this, and I'm going to say it again. That is going to cause massive, massive FOMO. You know, it's so funny when you know, the things that we said over the years. You know, I've had this show for 3 years. I've been in crypto for 8 years. If you go back, and for those of you guys that don't know, check out our channel. It's called Crypto for Life with your boy James, aka 68J. We've had some of the greatest interviews ever. Some of the biggest. You can't name a big name in crypto, especially specifically XRP, that hasn't been on the show. Everybody for damn near has been on this show. I stopped doing a lot of interviews. I just, you know, I was doing it so much, and you know, I'm every now and then I'll bring somebody up, and I'm starting to think about maybe bring some people here and there. I can see kind of people following the narrative of what I was doing and kind of ran off with it, but that's good. You know, in this space you can't hate, you can only congratulate. But we've had some of the greatest interviews ever, some of the biggest names. We had Ladies Night, we had this, we had that, we had Linda, we had, Bearable Bull, we've had, you know, Mickle, Sean. Yeah, I mean, you can just go through here and see all these incredible people that have been on this show. Molly Elmore, Jimmy Valley, Jay Claver, Zach Rector, you name it. They've been here. Lewis Jackson, Stephen Neroff. I still don't understand how we had 89,000 views and it got down to 70,000. How the hell does that happen? Shadow ban. Channel shut down 3 times. So stupid. I still don't know what the hell I did wrong. But, you know, we've had Fruition Productions, Maya and Chris, who made that life-altering, life-changing documentary that I was so blessed to be a part of. You can see Zach. I mean, you know, the late, great Will Fix was on here. Shouts out to Will Fix. I mean, just so many incredible people. So if you guys get a chance, go over to our Crypto for Life channel, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. We'll appreciate you guys in a major way. Make sure you guys follow us. We go live Monday through Friday, typically at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes we, you know, run a little late like we were today. Yesterday we were like 3:30, but either way, we try to bring the heat, bring the fire, keep it real. Once the Clarity Act passes, that's when we will. Yeah, come on, bro. You know, all this stuff right here is a buildup, but when that Clarity Act hits, bro, oh my goodness. I just hope, you know what I hope? I hope some of y'all don't get so rich y'all don't come back to the show. Huh? Because if y'all all come back to the show, man, I might have nothing but a whole channel full of millionaires. You know, y'all instead of y'all sitting back now with some Kool-Aid, y'all be sitting there with like some like fine wine, like, oh, I'm gonna listen to 6. You know, so I don't know if some of y'all voices are gonna change. You know, hope, you know, because they said money only magnifies who you are. I think I know I got real ones in here, but you know, y'all gonna have some people in here with house shoes on their yacht. You know what I'm saying? With a little beer in their hand, said, man, shoot, I don't care how much money I got, $1 gazillion. I'm still listening to my brother 6'8". Oh God, Jay, looks like it's time to have some of your followers on the show for interview. Yeah, I'm down. You know, I've always invited people on my show. If you have, and I'll put this out again, thank you for saying that, Art Caffeine. I've had quite a few people on my show, as a matter of fact. If you go through and you look at what we would call it, hanging with the fellas or hanging with the ladies, and I would have people on, like, you know, a lot of the community members, like Keita, and obviously ladies night, we had a lot of the women like Melissa, Keita, Optimistic Prime, Shannon Thorpe, Linda P. Jones, Brooke Odyssey, just a lot of the ladies. And then we would have guys like Ness Force, obviously my best boy, Mike O. We have so many of you guys that have been on the show before, right? Anthony Wander's been on the show. I think Halls Balls has been on my show. I can't remember all the people, but I know quite a few people. So yeah, if you guys want to get back into coming on the show, you know, I would love to do like a community deal, like on, you know, it'd probably be like a Saturday or a Sunday, because we used to do weekend shows. You know, I just recently stopped where I took off the weekend, because I'd always save the weekends for like interviews, or if we did things like that. So yeah, Art Caffeine, if I had a last Friday I was going to do a show, and I just decided not to do it last minute, but I had people like Ness Force that was going to come on. We had who else? Anthony Wanner had committed to coming on. We had Crypto Heavy. You guys know who Crypto Heavy is. Super cool dude. Met him a couple years ago at the events. He said he would come on at the 5. So yeah, if you guys want to put something together, I'm down with it. Fishing with Camo Joe's been on my show. Yeah, people. If Jake is right, might have a couple of new cars. Huh? Should have, excuse my if Jake is right, I told y'all, for those of you guys don't know, I'm the only channel that's ever said this, because I mean what I say. My wife knows. My wife is in here. She knows, you know, that I've been talking about this forever. But if XRP hits just $100 funky dollars, just a funky 100, not 1,000, 10,000, $100, I'm gonna be the first show that gives away a car. I ain't gonna tell you what kind of car. There ain't gonna be no Bentleys, but damn it, I'm gonna give a car away once a month for 12 months. That's what I'm gonna do. And it might be a car, it could be a truck, it could be a slingshot, it could be a bike, it could be a boat. I don't know what the hell it is. It's whatever I come across, because I do have access to the auctions and stuff, Mike. So if you think it's gonna be a 2020, oh my God, 6 days said he's gonna get me. No, bro, that's not what I said. Calm down. But we're gonna give a car away. Car changes some people's lives. And if you're too rich to accept it, then somebody in your family might take it. But yeah, shoot, I might give away some of my cars I got now. But it's gonna be a vehicle a month for 12 months if when XRP hits $100. That's my commitment to my community. So, and I kind of got, because I should do, for those of you guys who don't know, haven't been around for a while, and we actually did a whole freaking segment on this a while back, right? We've talked about this forever. At least a couple years. But I actually think I did a show on this, right? I did like a damn show on this or something, didn't I? I think I did a show on the damn car giveaway thing. Where's that damn thing at? Anyways, it's in there. I got so much stuff I don't talk about, and I just move on. Half the time, I never even go back and look at these damn videos. I really don't, because I never know what I'm going to talk about. Facts. Is that it right there? No. Anyways, it's on there. You guys can find it. All right, so anyways, the point I'm trying to make is, but, in the past, I would do giveaways. We gave away so much. Oh, my God. We gave away so much crypto back in the day. XRP, when it was like 20, 30, 40, 50 cents. And I would give away, 100 XRP. I mean, you might look up now and like, damn, 100 XRP? I mean, I think over time, I probably gave away hundreds of XRP. Like Shiba and a bunch of other coins. And God knows what those coins will be worth when it hits $1,000. I might be one of the biggest giveaway people in the space when it comes to crypto. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm looking forward to doing that to the community. But the point I was trying to make is I would have people, so we would do like these wheels every Friday. So some of you guys who are old school, yeah, I remember we would have this wheel, right? I would pull this wheel up, which is over here somewhere. We would pull up this wheel, and we would do giveaways, right? That wheel's right here somewhere, because I had a bookmark. I used to pull the wheel up all the time right here, the giveaway wheel. Remember that? Still got some of y'all names on it. Remember this? Remember that wheel? Right, still got some of you guys' names on it right now. Some of you guys like Optimistic Prime, Crypto Tales, World Be Free, Shane Sullivan, Miss C888, Crypto. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people. Marvin Davis. So a lot of you guys, But what I found, X Lloyd was on it. But you guys remember now, we was doing this a lot back in there. We were doing it every single week. And what I started finding is that people would come in only on Fridays, like fake ass supporters coming in on Friday, and they would win, and then I would have to send these guys crypto, and they wouldn't even show up the other day. So I got a little irritated with that, because like these dudes don't even log in and watch us every day, but then my community doesn't. So with the card thing, it's gonna be strictly community based, and it's gonna be people that I see I'm gonna base it off of support, and I look at, like, I can name two people right now. I can name Beekeeper69, one of my biggest supporters. He doesn't miss a YouTube comment. I don't think he's missed a YouTube comment in maybe years. You go back through the YouTube channel. And there's people who don't miss anything with X. It's just Tiffany and her husband. So yeah, I pay attention to a lot of that stuff, man. I really do, because I never want to have my community feel like they're getting shortchanged. Facts. All right, let's move on. Nobody works harder than a man or woman who hates asking people for anything. That's a fact. IMF puts XRP as one of the 3 possible solutions to cross-border settlement issues. Wow, how much time we got? How do I keep going over an hour? Man, I got it locked down on my show. I know y'all don't mind, but I'm like, damn it. Okay, a 2023 IMF document placed XRP on a very short list of technologies that could support future cross-border settlement systems. The organization showed this view in a March 2023 report dubbed FinTech Note. Trust bridges and money flows, a digital marketplace to improve cross-border payments, which discuss why global payments remain slow and costly and how digital money represents a better path forward. Notably, the analysts naturally led to XRP's inclusion among the 3 models the IMF considers suitable for next generation payments infrastructure. While the document is over 2 years old, it recently resurfaced within the XRP community. Okay. So if you guys want more information on that, make sure you guys go check it out. Somebody just put something in here. Art Caffeine says, welcome as a supporter. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah, guys. By the way, if you guys want to become a member, like all these incredible people got Stars by their name, X Lloyd Star, Anthony Wanner Star, now Art Caffeine Star. I don't know if I've told you guys lately, huh? Let me just say it, since it might have been a little bit. Have I told you lately that I love you? Greatest family on planet Earth, EARF, huh? This is for you.
Better off when you selling at a loss, not caring what it costs. Buying when it drop, waiting for the flip flop to the tip top. While you watching TikToks on my new wristwatch. Hit the Vegas crypto meter. Hello, nice to meet ya. Get a shot with DAI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man, the next night. A moon party, so you know we had to take flight. So many years and there's still no cheers. The fear selling and I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the mooning? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one, bag it up.
Appreciate you guys in a major way. Let's keep it going. Okay, where we at? I think we're almost done here. They are starting to see XRP and XRPL is the only way. It's the standard. And I'm talking about financial institutions. That's why you see the little icon of banks right there. Okay, compliant XRP, IOTA, XLM. Remember, Quant's over ledger platform supports interoperability with ISO 20022 compliance, such as XRP, XLM, and IOTA. It's documented. It's documented. Gotta love it. Shouts out to Smoke for that. Together we are united as one. The XRP army, XRP community. I do agree with that. They know that we know that they know. XRP ETFs, the game changer. BlackRock, some of these other vanguards. Hey guys, come on in. We know. Breaking. BlackRock just detonated the truth bomb the crypto industry has avoided for years. Stablecoins, quote, stablecoins are winning the payments race. Bitcoin is digital gold, not for transactions. Robert Mitchnick, who a lot of people talk about when you hear Zach Rector, Lewis Jackson, Jake Cleveland, these guys talk about the Robert Mitchnick calculator, didn't hint at all. He stated it outright. What he's really saying is in plain language is this. Bitcoin is not a transaction asset. It never was. It never will be. The world's largest asset manager could just confirm what XRP holders have known for a decade. The global payment lane belongs to fast, compliant settlement, optimized rails, and that is exactly what the XRP ledger was built for. My phone dropped. And in this new era, the stablecoin that matters the most is not generic. It's RLUSD, because RLUSD lives natively on the XRPL with instant finality, institutional hooks, real-world corridors, enterprise compliance, frictionless global settlement. Bitcoin becomes digital gold. We know that. RLUSD becomes the payment fuel, and XRP remains the bridge asset that connects the entire ecosystem. BlackRock doesn't have to say nothing right now. We ain't worried about it. We know what's going on. BlackRock isn't predicting the future. They're describing Ripple's roadmap in real time. The shift has already begun. Shouts out. I love when people put out stuff like this, like Pumpius. Appreciate it. Slowly, then all at once, my man Dom says 135 million in inflows into the XRP ETF by Bitwise. Demand for XRP ETFs is huge. And I put slowly, then all at once. It's coming. It's happening. Here we grow now. So what's the scenario? Let me stop. XRP ETFs breaking 21 shares. XRP spot ETF ticker TOXR has received official approval and is set to begin trading on November 29th. This marks another major milestone in expanding institutional access to XRP. Guys, y'all don't have an idea. Yeah, I mean, I think y'all do have an idea, but man, people don't get it. Most people don't get what's getting ready to happen. Oh my God. It just feels so good to be right this whole time we were right. If you want to feel good about your day, if you want to have a glorious, amazing, exciting Thanksgiving, go watch Rig from the Start by Fortune Production. Just go, I've seen it, see it again. See it again. Remember what we've been through. Remember where we came from. Then realize where we're at, what's being in place, and oh my God, what's coming. And I promise you're gonna be eating that turkey a little extra. You might bite your tongue. Be so excited. Let me stop. It's really you versus you. That's a fact. I think we talked about this. Guys, we're up out of here. That's enough of that. People are like, hold on, I don't watch damn Foolish in Production. You think I want to bite my damn tongue? What's wrong with you? All right, guys. We got Edward Falowski's in the house. We got DCA Crypto Dave. Appreciate you, Anthony Man, Mr. Wanner, Art Caffeine, X Lloyd. Art Caffeine, new member. Appreciate you, my brother. Big Bro 10 in the house. Remember, guys, you don't have to be anything. I appreciate you guys just for being here. At the end of the day, it takes nothing to hit like, subscribe on X, on YouTube. It just shows support. That's what means the most to me. Barker, like the price is right, huh? The price, I love it. Anthony Wander's in the house. We got Paul Smith. We got Real Canal Loft. That's my man B-Dog. Who else we got over here? Fishing with Camo Joe. Appreciate you, my man. Anthony the Man, the Myth, the Wanner. DCA Crypto Dave. Big Bro 10. Jeffrey Dahmer's in the house. What's up, Jeffrey? X Lloyd in the house. Who else we got up in here? Matt Grimes. What's up, Matt? TR Gurley's in the house. Kenneth is in the house. What's up, Kenneth? Beekeeper69. Who else we got up in here? Ness Force. May the force be with you. My beautiful queen, Jeanette. Who else is up in here? We got Lindy. Lindy in the house. Hall's Balls. Good to see you, my brother. Marvin Dave's out there smoking that turkey. Getting ready. I got to call my wife right now. Get all our stuff worked out for Turkey Day. Booker T1's in the house. Good to see you, Booker T1. Fishing with Camo Joe. That's my brother. Shouts out to all those that are not here, all those that are watching on the rewind. I appreciate you guys, or the rerun, whatever you call it, the replay. Big Bro 10 in the house. Appreciate you, Ness Force, up in here. Jeffrey Dahmer, I see you. Big Watch Dude, my man's Janet Lopez. That's my mother-in-law up in here. What's up, moms? Anybody else? I get everybody? Before we get out of here, guys, I'm going to give you guys the rest of the song. Ivan Hernandez in the house. What's up, Ivan? And my man, Pots and Pans, Halls Balls with the dog on virtual hug. Appreciate you, my man. We got Shantae in the house. We got Jerry. Jerry in the house. What's up, Jerry? Marquise. All right, let me get back down here. We're going to play this for the rest of it. Okay, we're going to play this all the way through for the rest of it, okay? Greatest family on planet Earth. Appreciate you guys in a major way. Let's play this all the way through. This is for you.
Pull up in a
Chicken 415. I see you.
spacecraft, them bags on us. Get into them bags with them stacks on us. In a different bracks where they try to tax on us. Government some lies with them bags blowing up. Spitting 16s, keep them bags stuffed up. Give you more game than your mainstream rap buzz. Told you get the bag, disconnect from the fuzz. Your favorite rapper clone and he can't beat trust. Move to a different code so they can't tax us. Golden passports, rocket ships like Buzz. We light years ahead of the herd. Like they don't want you to get rich, but die trying. But I slid you the crypto list, so start buying. And I'll see you at the tip top when we start flying. Upgrade the shit, push a button, autopilot. Party all night, so we just keep flying.
So many years and there's still no cheers. If fear selling and I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moving? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing.
Come on.
Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up.
Here come the monkeys.
This one.
Let it run. Come on.
We looking for that astro flip. Guacamole, I want the whole damn dip. I got my spacesuit on. Yeah, I want the whole damn shit. And if you bring in any further, bust the whole damn clip. Nah, we do our own research here. Over ledger on a t-shirt here. We in the jungle, I know. They like, monkey, how you see so clear? I did my homework, so he don't care. Yeah. Sitting on the ledger with the bag man. And I just bought Quant with my bad hand. A little Globians and XDC. And a little more XRP. We not playing.
Come on.
So basically we repping for the same set. Cause we was here way before the main net.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that crypto tales would come together on a topic that we know so well? Music.
So many years and there's still no cheers. If fear selling and I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the mooning? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one? Stack it up.
Appreciate you guys in a major way. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Until next time, we'll see you guys hopefully mañana, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's your boy James, aka 68J. Much love, family. Peace. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. Yeah.